Hello. Happy New Year. It is 2024. I don't think I've actually said that number 2024 out loud. So Happy New Year. How are we all feeling about the new year? How are we? Are we all good? So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little life update. So I've got my tea whilst I spill all the tea. Personal life, love life, health, like mental and physical, what my goals are for this year, and just how we're feeling in general. So I guess we'll start off with work life. That's quite boring and sad. That's where we start off with. Right now, still locuming. I work for a psych agency and I'm currently at a learning disabilities unit. But that contract ends like end of February-ish. So we'll see whether it gets extended or not, and we'll see what I go on to next. I was offered a job at a acute admissions, like general adult place, but that was a bit further away and they were wanting only 5 days a week. They didn't accept that I could do 4 days, and I need my 4 days because I need to be part-time, doctoring and part-time being online for all of you guys. The thing with locuming is that it is very like hit and miss, like you don't know if you're gonna have a job or not, but I feel like everything works out in the end, so I think I'll be fine. Okay, my physical health is great, thank God. My only issue is period pains, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got the implant, it didn't take away my periods. Of course, I was one of the unlucky ones that are still in pain. Like it took away my periods for a little bit, and then now the bleeding came back, and then the pain came back. So it was just like, contraception is really the ghetto, any girl will know, and periods are the ghetto. And then pregnancy is the ghetto, so really, what's the way out? Being a woman is a scam. There's no way out. So I've made like my gym plan for Q1. In that plan, it's like 3 times a week. So it's lower body, upper body, and then cardio and core. I have like a 1 bonus round day, which I'll just do anything that I want. So whether that be like going for a walk, or going for hot yoga, or something like that. So it's like 3 to 4 times a week, and I feel like that's more manageable for myself. And then mental health. Around New Year's time, like I'm always so excited. Like New Year's is one of my favoritist holidays. Like there's just so much anticipation and hope and gratitude that I have. But then I did definitely hit such a low. Like I was really like unwell, like I had a really bad flu. So that first weekend, oh my God, I was like down in the dumps. But well, back up from there now. So there's a bit of like anxiety sometimes when I'm getting in front of the camera. But because I've been doing this for a while, like I can just kind of just block it out. Like even today, I was like, oh, I don't want to go on, I don't want to start filming because la 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 la. But I was like, you know what? If I don't do it, then I'm never gonna do it. So it's okay. There's a little bit of residual anxiety there about some things, but all in all, mental health is all right. It's all right. Next is the love life. My man. So yeah, that's all going fine. Big update with that though is that we're now long distance. And we're long distance across the pond, and it's really crazy because like if I tell people that, it's like, oh my God, like not just long distance but continents. In my head, it doesn't actually feel like we're that far away. And I know that he's watching this, so it's literally talking about it, and I know he'll be watching it. But anyways, because God invented FaceTime. So thank God for FaceTime, messages, voice notes, like all the social medias. Like when you're in contact with somebody on all the social medias, that will take up your whole day, type of thing like that. So that's fine. So far it's actually okay. And so far he's visited me one time. We spent Christmas together, and that was an amazing time together. And we've already booked for when our next see him, which is for his birthday. You do obviously sometimes miss that like physical touch, but it is what it is. Like once you just get your, like what I'm like is if I get my mind into a way that like, okay, cool, he's not there, then I'm fine, and you just kind of get on with it. I mean, I guess content creation. So I kind of said it a little bit that there's like some content creation, yeah. It's a difficult one because sometimes it's a bit of a love-hate. I love coming on here, documenting my life. I love looking back, having it all there like an online portfolio or online diary type thing, and then connecting with you guys. Then on the other hand, there's a whole other side, marketing, and the numbers and the emails and the editing and the management and the negotiation and the you know, and the taxes. Yeah, I was talking with my friend Alice yesterday. God bless her. Shout out people who you talk to and they give you that encouragement. Also, of course, my partner as well always encourages me. Basically, she was like, you know what? That's just the human nature, is to always like want more. And when you're on that next level, it now requires you to have new skill sets or to stretch you in a certain type of way. But keep going, like don't give up now because you've come so far, and just think about why you started. And yeah, so that's just what I'm going to do with my content, is that I'm just always going to try to take it back to why did I start, and I'm always just going to try and hone in on the positive communities. With online, there's a lot of like negativity or outrage or like kind of just icky things that go on online. Because as a content creator, you create for it and you consume from it. So I just need to make sure that I don't consume the negativity. I just try and consume as much stuff that aligns with me, so I can then create as much stuff that aligns with all of you guys, you know? So that being said, I am planning for once a week YouTube videos, minimum 3 YouTube videos a month, and 3 to 4 times posting on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So we'll see how the content grows. We'll see whether this year I get an agent or not. If you had asked me at the beginning of 2023 if I could imagine I would have however big the community has grown now, I could have never guessed that. So same way with 2024, I am just going to focus on what I can control, i.e. being consistent, showing up online, and then who knows what at the end of 2024 I'll be marveling at, you know? Plans for the year. Oh yeah, so I mean, one, I think also a bit of a disappointment that I was having is because I was meant to, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I was meant to be going on a research trip this year to Uganda. So it's an NHS fellowship that I applied for in 2023. It was a very arduous process to get in. And it was in maternal mental health in Uganda. Like, if that was not a research project made for me, I don't know what was. But unfortunately that was cut because of NHS cuts because of the new health minister. So that was a real disappointment. That is a real disappointment. And I'm not gonna say but, because I feel like we always have this like need to turn everything negative into a positive. But you know, at the same time, that's just how life works, isn't it? And the positives of that is that I can continue earning my locum salary, because if I was gonna be in Uganda, I would have been much on like a stipend, like a research stipend. Talking of money, yeah, I've done the budgeting, and it was my boyfriend that sent me this like. So normally I've only ever tracked my money. I never actually budgeted my money, like said, this is how much you have for the week. And therefore I would just have, I'm money savvy. Most definitely I have investments, savings, and my bank account is healthy, thank God. However, I did have a lot of money anxieties. One book that I read in 2023, Get Rich Lucky, and that I realized what money blocks I have, and one of the money blocks I have is anxiety. So thankfully now with this new budget and tips and things that my boyfriend has given me, I think this year is going to be amazing financially, because I'm going to be more in control of things, and I have like a few investments and stuff that I'm very excited for, that I'm going to be hopefully doing with my sister and some of my cousins. But you know, I'm not going to speak too much because it's in its early stages, but just know that I'll definitely take you along the ride with me. This has been my little chit chat, little 2024 update. I hope you have enjoyed. Please comment down below any questions that you have or any content that you want to see from me this year. Of course, also plans, travel. I've already got 2 holidays booked. So Barcelona next month, and of course you'll see the vlog for that. A staycation at the end of this month as well for my birthday. I'll do a little weekend vlog. Let's see. Then in April, going to go visit my boyfriend in the States. So I'll, of course, take you along with me. So yeah, 2024 is going to be an exciting year. So make sure you're locked in. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed. And follow me on all platforms. Let's see where 2024 takes us. I'm wishing you the happiest of New Year's wherever you are. in terms of mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. It's only up from wherever you are, and also, you know, be on your own timeline. Just because it's January doesn't mean that you have to start off the year, you know, on 10 or on 100. Like, it's not that deep. Like, every day is a new start, and I will see you next time.